Hello and welcome to another edition of Stockwatch. So we've seen that in the last few trading sessions that Apple have finally been able to reopen all 270 of their stores that were forced to be closed in the height of the pandemic in March 2020. So even though at the time they thought that it would only take a few months or even a few weeks to start reopening stores, as you can see, it's taken a full or over a year for anything to come into fruition. But the good thing is, even though that some stores are just express storefronts rather than walk-in stores, the fact remains that they are open for business. So quite a good step in the right direction for Apple. Obviously, customers that are planning to visit stores still have to adhere to the COVID-19 restrictions, which is the social distancing and obviously the wearing of masks. In Texas, that was the last state for the stores to open, and some other southern states that have been gripped by the big freeze over the last few weeks. That was the reason for the delay there. But we'll be hearing that in the last few hours. The governor of Texas has said that the mask lifting requirements will go ahead and they will allow businesses to reopen at full capacity by next week. So a very good step in the right direction. So not just for America, but for big tech giants such as Apple as well. So just having a quick look on the statistics here. So we're looking at the moment on Apple. So we've got a market cap here of just over 2 trillion. They said initially they want to try and make that up to 3 by the end of 2021. Depending on if there is a third wave of the pandemic, we'll have to wait and see if that comes into fruition as well as as time goes by, and we'll have to wait and see. Just looking on, daily ranges as well. This is quite significant because it did drop under $60 at the 2020 lows, and obviously spiked up to over $140 as well recently. So when we had the big tech sweep, it was mainly when the licensing for certain antidotes for the pandemic were announced on the 9th of November, that prices really started going higher. But as you can see here, it's still ranging in, this is from the last week, this is still ranging in these areas. So we'll take a look on the charts shortly. What I just want to show as well as analyst ratings, this is from 3 months and 1 month ago. Currently it's overweight, overweight rating, means that an equity, the analyst must believe that the stock prices should perform better in the future. So we are looking for prices to keep pushing higher. Obviously, the sentiment is on the buy side at the moment. So looking forward for a positive restructuring. And just looking at some comments from CEO Tim Cook, he said that some results would have been better for the COVID-19 pandemic if lockdowns were not hindering the shutting of the stores around the world. So not just America, but around the world as well. And I just also look at CEO ratings when there's quite a big CEO in the headlines for various reasons. 95% approval rating is quite astonishing, really. So going in the right direction for Apple, and we'll see if they can maintain that momentum. So just a quick look on the charts then. So as I said before, I just want to, if I just zoom it out to the 2020 lows, as I say here, it's basically going below $60. But as we saw these two peaks, that I'm still looking at these peaks basically to see if we can get past going up to the higher end of $140, and if we can eclipse that. At the moment, as you can see, prices are just hovering below the Ichimoku cloud, and this is quite an indication that this could be strong resistance at the moment. So I'm just looking at these two levels here. So I'm looking at the 128 and 137 level, or 138 level, just to see if we can puncture these ceilings and go a little bit higher in the setup here. There's not really much going on the momentum for divergences. So as I say, I'm just looking at headlines at the moment. Obviously, with some good headlines, we always look for stocks to start shooting higher or start losing momentum. So again, I'll just be seeing what the peaks and troughs are at the moment, and obviously just eyeing in some buy stops and sell stops as well. So if we start punching through this area here, I'll fully expect this $10 range to probably be tested and possibly even eclipsed as we go into the trading week and into next week as well. So that's all from the Stockwatch today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any comments or queries, please feel free to add them to the post, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.